Welcome back to WTAJ News this morning, live from Clearfield County on the road. What's so funny?
Nothing.
Okay. She's just always laughing. We love that Christy's so happy all the time.
Yes.
So we talked a lot about history so far in this first hour. We got some more history for you. Back in the 1950s, the Grice family, of course, we're at the Grice Museum this morning, opened a little gas station on 3rd Street.
Yeah, they started selling reloading components for ammo. Then they offered some blue guns. Eventually, they expanded it into a gun shop that gets attention from all around the state and even the nation. Isn't that incredible?
It really is. It really
In
is.
the 1980s, the Grice gun shop moved to Reed Street, and it's now the biggest gun store in the whole state. The Grice family started the business to serve unmet firearm needs in town. Now they sell to licensed dealers around the country, and they also sell items to customers directly around the world.
We definitely have more guns than any store that I've ever seen really anywhere, but we've always doubted that we were the biggest gun shop east of the Mississippi, and I think we can back that up.
In addition to selling guns, ammo, and sports equipment, the store has become a huge advocate for Second Amendment rights. The only day it is closed is Sunday.
Yeah, the world-renowned Grice gun shop.
Yeah, and of course we are in the Grice Museum.
Yes, we are.
What's really neat is that it did start as a gas station, and in the museum itself they have a replica of the gas station as to where it all started. So that's pretty cool to see the history and how it's evolved.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, there's so much history with the Grice family, and we're seeing a lot of that here this morning. Jordan's been showing us around, which she's going to continue to do right now, actually. Jordan Tracy talking to some volunteers here at the Grice Museum. Jordan, good morning again to you, buddy.
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm here with Tom Grice, and we're talking about some of the things that they have here, some of the animals. We're a little sketched out by the snakes a little bit. I know Christy Shields is probably over there a little sketched out by those, but a lot of cool stuff to find here. What are some of your favorite things that you like to kind of tell people about that you have here?
Well, we have a large quantity of antique and classic cars. There's over 70 different cars here, starting from a 1910, and we have cars from every decade up to a 94 Viper, and game mounts here from all over the world. We have lots of rams and elk and even alligators.
Even alligators. And one of the cool things is you were just telling me some of these things, some of these cars actually are from Clearfield, or some of the parts are from Clearfield. What does it mean to you that people have donated some of these things to keep this place, up to date and with more and more cool stuff?
Yeah. Well, the museum's kind of really a best kept secret, I think. There's a lot of people in the area that haven't been here, and once they get here and find out all the stuff that's inside here, they're just amazed. There's a lot of great cars and game collections that people have donated to support the museum, and it's just been a great thing that's come together over the years. And
not only do people get to come here and look at some of this stuff, but there's a lot of things to learn. I see some of your plaques have some information of who owned these cars, or even you have some of these cars that were here when the building collapsed. Why do you have some of that? Does that kind of remind you of some of the history of this place too?
Definitely history from when it collapsed in '94. We brought it back in '95 and rebuilt everything, filled it back up with cars. Only 3 cars, I think, were totaled in that in the collapse that we had. So we're glad that everything came back together for a second time.
Yeah, and that nobody was hurt exactly too. And so, guys, taking a look at some of the cool stuff here. We're going to do a little more of that a little bit later. But for now, send it back to you.
Boy, so much, Jordan, so much. You got the classic cars, all the wildlife in here, bears, coyotes, rattlesnakes.
Yes.
I mean, tons of stuff just to walk around and look at here. So
Definitely worth a trip down. You can spend a few hours here, I'm sure, just checking it all out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Christy, weather-wise today?
Better than yesterday.
Which is good.
Which
That's
is
a
great.
plus.
Which is great. I just want to make a side note. I got bit by a snake a couple weeks ago. I'm fine.
No laughing matter.
But
no
Casey is making snake jokes since they have snakes here. So that's it.
That was not a snake joke.
Well, you're just saying you had to bring in the rattlesnakes.
Well, they are in this building at the Grice Museum here. I wanted to make sure the viewers know.
Well, anyways, the weather is going to be better today compared to what it was.
We're happy you're okay, by the way.
Thank you. But the weather better than yesterday. If we take a look at the storm reports from last night, we did have some severe weather, mainly in Cambria County. We had over a dozen large trees reported down along Route 22 near the Route 53 exit. So if you are traveling there this morning, watch. That may have some closures or even some issues there if you are traveling there. Later today, the National Weather Service will head out and see if there was an actual tornado, and we'll keep you updated on that as we find out. But Doppler clear this morning after the severe weather last night. Temperatures currently are in the upper 40s to 50s. We're at 49 in Punxsutawney, 50 in Du Bois, 53 in Clearfield, 56 in State College, 59 in Altoona, and 58 degrees in Johnstown. Winds switched to the northwest once that cold front moved through last night. We are going to have a northwesterly wind for the remainder of the day. It'll be a bit breezy, but that's going to keep us comfortable. And if we take a look at visibility right now, where we're seeing those visibility issues is where we had some heavier downpours, so like Indiana County down to less than a mile, 3-mile visibility in Bedford, but elsewhere, looking fine this morning for your commute. So today, highs will reach into the upper 70s to lower 80s, breezy, mostly sunny. Again, a fantastic day to go out and enjoy. And we time this out with Future Track. That rain is quickly exited the region. Dry today. High pressure builds in for the day on Friday as well. Blue sky, sunshine. Just make sure to wear the sunscreen. And we really stay that way until late in the day on Saturday. In the north, we will have some showers and thunderstorms popping down from Michigan, if you take a look at Future Track right there, by Saturday evening. But for the most part, even over the weekend, just a stray shower or thunderstorm. Most of us stay dry. So tonight, temperatures drop back into the 40s to lower 50s. We're mainly clear. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Sunshine, a few clouds. And enjoy these next 2 days. It's dry, it's sunny, and we will stay sunny over the weekend. But if you're not a fan of humidity, keep that in mind, because it is going to slowly start to creep up by next week. Highs in the upper 80s, maybe hit 90 degrees, and the humidity, it's going to be a little bit sticky and uncomfortable here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hot, hot, hot.
Thanks, Christy.
Thanks, Christy. More news after this.